Welcome back, Kings fans. It's Matt Murray from lifeinhockeywood.com, and the Kings have had 2 games since our last video broadcast. The first game was a heartbreaking loss to the San Jose Sharks. Don't want to really touch on this one too much because there was really not that much to tell. The Kings got manhandled by the Sharks, and my 3 questions, well, they're kind of pointless now, but we'll go over them anyways. Question number 1, will Wayne Simmonds continue to flourish on that top line? Yes, he did. He had a goal in the game, the Kings' only goal. The Kings continue to struggle on the power play, and the Sharks took advantage of that at Staples Center. Question number 2, which goaltender would start against the Kings? It was Nabokov, naturally. And question number 3, would Los Angeles be able to hold San Jose to 30 shots? They had been letting more and more shots go as the season went on. Well, they did, but it didn't do any good because they lost. So on Thursday, the Buffalo Sabres came into Staples Center, and they are the top team in the Northeast Division. Had I recorded a video podcast for this game, I would have had the following 3 questions. Question number 1, which U.S. Olympic goaltender would have a better game? Both Jonathan Quick and Ryan Miller are Olympic teammates, and people have already tabbed Ryan Miller as the starter for the U.S. team, but that doesn't mean anything when they play against each other. Well, it just so happened that they went to a shootout again, much like they did against the Boston Bruins. Jonathan Quick had a better game than Ryan Miller, and he now holds the lead in wins over both of those franchises. So in my mind, he should be the star of the U.S. team, but hey, I'm not Brian Burke. Question number 2 is reported by LA Kings insider Rich Hammond that Ryan Smith got permission to go up to Alberta to carry the Olympic flame. Would he make it back in time for the game? Of course, all this inclement weather in Southern California would make things hard. Yes, he did, and he scored the game-tying goal to send the game into overtime. And related to the overtime, my 3rd question just happened to be about the shootout, had it gone there. Would the Kings continue their mastery of the shootout? Well, they did. Anze Kopitar started off the scoring, and Dustin Brown ended it. Tremendous win against the Buffalo Sabres. Really a good yardstick for how good the team is doing. So now the Kings are on a road trip, being forced out of the friendly confines, well, maybe not so friendly confines of Staples Center. They didn't do very well at the last homestand. They're on the road. They're heading to Detroit. So I've got 3 questions. Question number 1, Alexander Frolov has had 11 points against Detroit in the last 5 years, yet he hasn't been on the board this season thus far. Can Alexander Frolov get on the board for the Kings? Question number 2, would the Kings be able to get their power play back in line? Over the last 5 games, the Kings have gone 0 for 24. That's not good, and they're dropping rapidly in the power play percentage. Can they get it back on track? And question number 3, will Detroit continue their home mastery at Joe Louis Arena? Since December 11th, they've been 6-1-1 at home. The Kings don't necessarily play very well at Joe Louis, so what's going to happen? I guess that's why they play the games. For lifeinhockeywood.com, I'm Matt Murray. Let's go Kings.